Unfortunately, we have some disturbing updates in the Emmanuel Harrow case. As you guys know, the parents were arrested today, and it's now been revealed that a significant amount of blood was found on the carpet inside of the home. Also, what's even more disturbing in some ways, law enforcement says that all photos and all clothing, anything belonging to Emmanuel, any picture of Emmanuel, had already been removed from the home before investigators ever got there in the first place a few days ago. And you know, I've been speculating that I think something most likely happened to Emmanuel a while back. I think that kid's been gone for a while. And when I say a while, I mean at least a couple of weeks. At least a couple of weeks. And it turns out they prior to them being arrested, prior to investigators even coming to their house in the first place, all signs of Emmanuel being there had already been removed. And they were basically carrying on their life as if the child that they murdered just didn't exist. That's disturbing. That's like next level crazy, if you ask me. They got rid of just everything. Police walk into the house and they can't even see any signs that Emmanuel was ever there, except for the significant amount of blood on the carpet. Now, Rebecca has been charged with murder with malice intent. So that, along with what they found on the carpet, lets us know that this is not an accident. Whatever happened was horrific. I don't even need to know the details. I don't even want to know any further details. I know we're going to get them and I'm going to report them, but I've seen enough. I've already seen enough. And it's like we all knew that this was coming. Jake and Rebecca getting arrested was like the least shocking news we've ever gotten. I woke up this morning, I saw they got arrested, and I was like, yeah, sure, we knew this was coming eventually. But even though we were prepared for this moment, and I've been bracing myself for this moment for like 8 days now, it still sucks. It still feels like you didn't see this coming. It feels like you got sucker punched or just like smacked in the face, blindsided. Even though we knew it was coming, when it came, it's like you're still not ready for it. Yet, here we are, once again, dealing with another case of parents who just shouldn't have had kids, especially Jake just having multiple kids and destroying their lives time and time again. Hopefully his reign of terror is finally over. But they were discussing this on the news earlier today, just talking about how the photos and everything were removed, and everybody, I can't say everybody, but most people seem to be on the same page. Most people seem to believe, just like myself, that Emmanuel has most likely been gone for a while. So that's going to make the job even harder for investigators unless Rebecca or Jake talk. And I believe at least one of them will. But I'm going to go ahead and roll this news clip really quickly, and then I'll be right back with more.
They've not yet found the baby's body, but they have already charged the parents with murder. How much evidence do you need before you can file charges like this?
Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me. In a case like this, the standard is probable cause in order to have both parents arrested for the charges of murder. So it sounds like from what your investigation has uncovered that there seems to be quite enough evidence to charge both with murder.
Bobby, parents are both in custody tonight. They will obviously they're being held separately. They'll probably try and get one of them to flip and confess, likely the mother, correct?
Exactly, Elizabeth. I mean, we've been down this road before. You pick out which one you think you'll have the most success putting pressure on, and that, in this case, because of his prior history, I think it would be the mother, and she's obviously,
father.
you
The
know,
father's the one with the prior history.
Right, and the mother would be the one that you would put the pressure on, but it's her child as well. So I think that that's exactly what the strategy at this point is going to be. Really go with both of them hard and see if you can get some cooperation.
Lauren, sources tell News Nation not only that there was a lot of blood inside the home, but that all the photos of Emmanuel had been removed from the house. All the baby's clothing had been thrown away. How long do we think this baby might have been dead?
I think that we are suspecting actually quite a long time, according to the true crime podcasting community. They have been speculating when the last time Emmanuel was seen. We're hearing various dates, some even saying as early as August 3rd, but there's no sighting that we have known of the day of this. Now we don't even have to say alleged kidnapping. Well, I guess alleged kidnapping still, but
alleged murder in this case.
Alleged murder now, right? Exactly. Thank you, Elizabeth. And we are seeing this sort of pattern of it's been quite some time since baby Emmanuel has been seen. So who knows when this alleged murder now actually even happened.
Bobby, what do police do? I mean, you have a lot of experience in this. How do they, and we're seeing video right here. This is of Rebecca Harrow being taken into custody, handcuffed. She's been officially charged with murder already. What do police do in this case? They still haven't found the body of this baby.
Yeah, and sound like that's the next biggest step. That's where all the resources are going to go into. And now what you're doing is you're looking at cell phone data. You're looking at if you can track their cars or their cell phones in the last few weeks, like we just heard. We don't know how long the baby's been missing. We don't know when the last time the baby's been found. They probably have an idea from talking to friends, neighbors, and relatives on who last saw the baby other than these two parents. And then so they can work from that kind of rough date. And then look at if you can somehow pinpoint the parents' movements, either through their cell phones, through the mileage on their cars, where they got gas, and things like that. I live not far from this area. I live about 20 minutes away, and there's a lot of rough terrain in this area. It's also very hot this time of year. It's 115 degrees at my house today. You'd have to just start looking in a lot of different places, and you have to be ready to go forward if you don't find the body, because there is that chance.
Who do you guys think flips first? Let me know down in the comments below. Comment either Jake or Rebecca. If you want to know my answer, well, I think they're both going to flip in their own way. I mean, look at their arrest footage in that clip. The body language says it all. Rebecca is walking long, powerful strides. I think that for Rebecca, things are going to go one of either two ways. Either Rebecca is going to spill the beans and tell the truth, or Rebecca's going to be a ride or die that keeps her lips sealed the entire time. Either one or the other. But Jake is flipping. Jake is flipping like a freaking pancake, okay? Jake is going to flip immediately. But he's going to flip for his own reasons. Jake is going to flip on Rebecca to try to pin it on Rebecca. Jake has been caught up in a case like this before. He dodged some accountability before by trying to place some of the accountability on his ex. Same thing's going to happen here. I don't think it's going to work, but he's going to try. He's going to try it again. That's how I personally see this playing out. Either, Rebecca's either going to keep her lips sealed, ride or die till the end, or she's going to just tell the truth. Jake, he's going to tell his version of the truth that makes him look less bad and makes Rebecca look worse. Now that the two are separated, some truth is going to come out. And they have their cell phones. So if they haven't found Emmanuel yet, I'm assuming that he's not at that house. His remains are not at that house. Maybe they are. Maybe they'll have to come do some digging or something. But who knows where the remains will be. We know they have the cell phones. They'll be able to ping the cell phones and find out, what places did you go? Where have you been? You know what I mean? So they'll be able to figure out if they went and ditched some evidence somewhere. And who knows, maybe The reason why they were going to like football games and football practice, maybe they thought that would be cover for them to drive somewhere and throw some evidence somewhere. So we got to wait and see. Law enforcement already has a good bit, but I don't think we know the half of it. I don't even think we know a quarter of what law enforcement probably has and what they're going to collect in the days moving forward. Because for them to have the type of case that I assume they want to build against Rebecca and Jake, they're going to want to find Emmanuel or whatever's left. For now, though, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.